Welcome to another menopause drop-in. If you are about and you've got some spare time, do feel free to come in and say hi. We're doing a drop-in for the next 3 hours. I would say, about 3 hours. So if you are got any questions, would like to come and connect, or just share your story. What have you been up to? Let me know. It's been a while. It seems like it's been a long time since I have done a live. I was actually away for a little while, and then I went on a short break and then came back and then went off again. So tonight we're going to be doing a drop-in. And if we've got any questions around the menopause, do let me know. Pop it in the chat. And if you'd like to connect with other like-minded people, this is the place. This is definitely the place. Welcome everyone. So I am Jackie. I am a menopause wellness practitioner as well as a menopause nutrition and weight loss management practitioner. I set up the community quite some time ago. Well, I shouldn't say quite some time ago. It was this year, actually. It was about March. And the reason behind the community is for a safe space for menopause warriors, those of you who are about to embark on their menopause journey, those who are navigating through their journey, to come and be heard and understood. Because sometimes that's all we need, just someone to understand or try to begin to understand what we're experiencing. Because sometimes it's really difficult to just express ourselves on how we're feeling, how this menopause journey is making us feel, right? Well, good evening, Danny. Good evening, CJ. How are you? How's everyone been? How's the festive season been going? I know everyone doesn't celebrate Christmas. So how has the festive season been going for everyone? What have you been up to? Have you been eating lots? We usually do that, don't we, over the holiday period? Eat, and eat. Actually, I didn't eat that much, actually. Hey, CJ, how are you? What have you got planned for the new year? Anything nice? Anything exciting? Hey, Williams, how are you? Good evening. So we're going to have a drop-in this evening. And I know we was previously doing the symptom series, but a lot of the symptoms have been covered by the previous subjects we were talking about. We talked about the menopause and the skin, the hair, the nails, the teeth, the digestive system, lots of different things, right? And a lot of the symptoms they have pretty much been covered in those. So if anyone has missed the live and you were wondering how can I catch up, go and visit our YouTube channel. So all our lives are on there, apart from the music lives we have, but all our lives are on there, so you can go and catch up at your leisure. All our guest speakers are on there, and every single thing around the hair, the nails, the digestive system, the teeth, everything that I've just mentioned is all on our YouTube channel. So the YouTube channel is Menopause Wellness Community. That's what the YouTube channel is. I'm trying to charge this phone as well as being on here. Let me just connect this. That's it. That's better. So yes, welcome. So do you know what? When I was away, I came across, I bumped into this lady, and she's in her 70s actually, and she was talking about having frequent UTIs, and her GP keeps giving her medication, and it's not working. It's really not working, and it really hit me because I'm hearing her saying that she's constantly been given medication, and I'm wondering if that they need to look at something else like postmenopause, because when we get to those ages, you hear a lot of the maturer women turn around and say, oh, I've gone past that now. I'm not, I've come out of that. Well, actually, it doesn't necessarily just stop. It doesn't automatically stop when you reach a certain age. So actually, what you may well be experiencing. Oh, thank you for the roses and welcome to the community. Welcome. What you may be experiencing is symptoms of postmenopause. So yeah, when I was speaking to her and listening to her story about her health and everything else she's experiencing, particularly the frequent UTIs, and that the doctor is constantly giving her medication after medication after medication, and it is not working. This is what prompted me to do a post today about that. The postmenopause warriors, are they being misunderstood? Because society and, GPs may be looking at that. Oh, you're in your 60s, you're in your 70s, you've way past the menopause, so we don't need to even be looking at that. But actually, yes, definitely. So welcome to our drop-in. We're going to have a drop-in this evening. Probably going to be here until about maybe 10 o'clock this evening. So if we've got any questions, I've just seen some comments come up. So I'm just going to go and have a look. I'm sick actually on the sofa with... Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, CJ. I am sending you well wishes and hope you get better very soon. But that's the best place for you, right? Just relax. The body needs to regenerate. But I'm sure you're keeping up, drinking a lot of fluids as well. Thank you for the follow, Kim. Dutch Princess, welcome to the community. Okay, so you don't know if you're in menopause. So what are the symptoms you're experiencing? I know we always talk about the menopause journey. Okay, remember it's perimenopause is the first part of it. Menopause is only actually one day in that journey. It's one day, and you hit menopause once you have gone through 12 months of no menstrual cycle. So 12 consecutive months of no menstrual cycle. The day after that is menopause, that one day. And then after that day is going to be postmenopause. So if you can share any particular symptoms you are experiencing, if any, because it's going to be different for everyone. Perimenopause, typical common symptoms for perimenopause are mood swings, hot flushes, night sweats. There are uncommon symptoms as well, but the typical symptoms, generally around the age of 45 to 55, perimenopause, but typically in the UK and US, it's the age of 51. However, perimenopause can start sooner. It can surgically be induced as well. You could go and speak to your GP as well if you're concerned about any of the any symptoms you're experiencing. Always be when you go to see your GP, go armed with information. Just jot things down. Don't be afraid to jot things down when you go and see your GP, and don't be afraid to pull the information out of your bag as well. It's on your phone or handwritten. Don't be afraid to just say to the GP, hold on, I've just written something down. I just need to go and check my notes. That's fine to do that. Absolutely fine to do that. Thank you for the follow. Hi, Kim Star. Welcome to the community. Let me know if you are new to the community. If this is the first time, I haven't been on here for quite some time because I've been away, but I'm back now. So we're going to start doing, we're doing a lot more impromptu lives. So these will be menopause drop-ins. So, you can drop in and out when you like. I usually do them for about 3 hours. So this evening I'll be here for 3 hours. And you can ask questions, you can connect with like-minded people. And again, sometimes it's just that you need to be heard and understood, right? Just need to be heard and understood. I was saying before that I set up the community, had coil removed and having periods again. I'm not sure what's going on. Okay. So that is quite common to happen because you've had the coil removed. So it may start again. If you are concerned about them, are they okay? Because you've had it in, I'm not sure how, I'm presuming that you've had it in for a while. Let me know. So do you remember what your normal cycle was before then? Because your body's adjusting back to, normality now after that being taken away. I'm not sure how long you've had that in for, but now it's been removed. Your body will now start readjusting. CJ, thank you. Hey, Hot Water, thank you for the heart, me. How are you? Thank you for the follow. Yeah, but as I always say, if you are ever concerned about anything that you're experiencing, do speak to your GP, please. But go armed with information to your GP. GPs typically only have 1 hour of menopause training. So it may well be that your GP has had only 1 hour of menopause training. So you need to go armed with information. Even if it's research you are bringing to your GP, absolutely bring that information as well. And don't be, it's fine. Bring it. Refer to it. Let your GP know. Just had a blood test to prove I'm menopause. Doctors don't really believe me. Okay. Kerry, has that blood test come back yet? I know you said you just had it. Are you waiting for the results? And I would take that's the FSP blood test. I had that blood test as well. Unfortunately for me, the blood test came back and it indicated that my hormone levels were normal. But I was actually going through the perimenopause at the time. And I'm hoping your results come back how you want them to come back, if to identify that your hormone levels are fluctuating and you actually are in menopause. How are you, Hot Water? Thanks. That's good to hear. I'm good. I'm very good, thank you. So just doing a drop-in this evening. I'm going to be here for a few hours. So those of you who are new to the community, all the lives that have passed, they are available on catch up on our YouTube channel. So it's the Menopause Wellness Community. You can go ahead and catch up all the lives. There are a lot of lives there. So anything around hair, nails, teeth, all to do with what goes on with these parts of our bodies during this transition, this life transition. Kerry, welcome. I hope they do. I'm feeling so ill with the menopause. I'm sorry to hear that, Kerry. Have you been to see your GP? Because I'm always saying to menopause warriors, right? Just because we know that the symptoms that we're experiencing, just because we know that they are on the list of perimenopause, menopause, even into postmenopause, it doesn't mean that we have to accept it. So if you are experiencing symptoms and you're concerned about them, go and speak to the GP. Because sometimes it may be that, yes, it's on the list of perimenopause and menopause, but actually it could be something else. So it's always best to get things ruled out. So if you are concerned about it, absolutely go and see your GP. Thank you for the follow, Kerry. But yeah, so this evening we are going to do a drop-in, and So if you've got any questions, please feel free. Do let others know that we're here doing a drop-in. I think I'm going to send out, I went to doctors and they said my results look like. Okay. That's confusing, them saying that. Your results looked like postmenopausal. Wow. Okay. So your hormones are just doing their thing, aren't they? Absolutely doing their thing. But yeah, you don't have periods once you're in postmenopause, as you know. You don't have periods. So it'd be interesting. Did you ask them to elaborate on your results? Okay, that's good. That's good. I like that. I like when, you go and see your GP and they say something, and if you don't understand, you ask them to elaborate on it. So you leave there having a good understanding of what has been said. Now that's good. I like that. Because I feel it's so important to be a better advocate for ourselves when we are going to see our GPs. Absolutely. What's everyone doing for the new year? Has anyone got anything nice planned? They sent them to hospital and they asked if I wanted. Okay, so they gave you the option. And did you go for HRT? Thank you for the likes. Do repost the live so people can know that we're here. I'm going to send out some of my invitations myself. Because I haven't done that. Let me share. Here we go. Yes. Did you go for HRT? I had bad fatigue. It fixed it. No, that's really good. And this is the thing. If HRT is going to be supportive for you, then go for it. You don't know it's going to work for you until you try it, right? So it's best to try it if that's what you want to do, as long as that's the road you want to take, the route you want to take, and then you can see how it works. It's absolutely good that it's working for you and it's taken away. Has it helped with, are there any other symptoms that you still have that you're still navigating through? I found that since being in postmenopause, all my symptoms, I was experiencing double figures when it came to symptoms. I only have 3 symptoms now. 3 symptoms, that's brain fog, hot flushes, night sweats. Those are the 3 symptoms. All my tinnitus that I had, my itchy ears, my itchy downstairs, itchy skin, all that has gone. Burning hands, burning feet. Oh, it's all gone. And I thank goodness for it. I'm telling you, I'm so thankful that it's gone. That's really good that it's helped massively. Thank you for the follow, Karina. Do let me know if you're new to the community. I'm seeing new names that I cannot remember that I've seen you before. And let me know where you are joining from. If they do offer me HRT, I'm not sure what to do. Okay, so Kerry, what I would suggest that if you get offered that, ask questions. What questions do you want to know about it? Jot it down. So when you go to see your GP or your consultant, whoever's offering it to you, ask the right questions. How is it going to help me? What are the benefits? What are the risks? These are some questions that you may want to ask. How long do I need to take it? How do I take it? Those sort of things, because there are different forms of it, right? You can get spray, gel, patches, different forms. So ask those questions. Is one better than the other? Is the patch better than the gel? Is it better that I take tablets? Always ask all the questions. Jot the questions down before you go to your appointment, so you've got them there. And again, like I said, do not be afraid to pull the information out of your bag and go through it. So you know when you leave that appointment, you have got all your questions answered. You're not sitting there, thinking, oh, I didn't get to ask this. You just do all your questions that you need to do beforehand. It fixed most of it's just getting some joint. Okay, so it may be that for the joint pain, you might just use something else for that. It could be that you just need to be moving a bit more, or it could be the food that you're eating. There could be a number of factors. Anytime I talk about the menopause, I'm always talking about factors that need to be taken into consideration. Yes, everyone's journey is going to be different. One size doesn't fit all. Some factors that we need to potentially consider are going to be things like genetic, the food we are eating, exercising, movement, also our lifestyle. Stress management is so important. So we need to sometimes look at those factors also. I have... Okay. So if you are having your cycle every month, then you're still in that, you're not in, are you experiencing any symptoms? Because it may be that you're not even perimenopause yet. Not peri. Okay. Katri, you said tablet. What was you saying, tablets? Are you taking tablets? So welcome everyone to the Menopause Wellness Community. Oh, I see, yes. Are they working for you? I always like to hear that they are working for you. That's fantastic. If they're working for you, that's great. Yeah, excellent. Excellent. Absolutely love it. And then obviously your GP, you're going to have a review. I think it's some GPs do every 3 months. Some GPs will do 6 months. So yeah, whatever your GP's saying about your review to see if it's working well. And then they'll check if the dosage needs to be tweaked. It's a trial and error, isn't it? This is the thing. When we are trying these things for the first time, it's absolutely trial and error. We have to try and be consistent with taking it exactly the way we are told to take it. And I'll always encourage everyone that if you are trying something new for the first time, make notes, whether that's mental notes or you are jotting information down and in your phone or in your journals, however you jot them down on your calendar, just so you know the benefits of it. And I'm always encouraging everyone to, if you are taking more than one thing, so let's say you are taking supplements, let's say evening primrose, starflower oil, and maca powder, for example. If you are taking those three things and you decide, right, I'm going to take those three things to help me with these symptoms that I'm experiencing, and it's the first time you're taking it, try and stagger those three things. So rather than taking them all at once, start taking the, let's say, the starflower oil first, and you're going to start taking that, and you're going to take it for maybe a couple of weeks and note what the difference is. Is it making a difference? Is it helping with your night sweats or your hot flushes? Okay, we can jot that down. Then you can introduce, after a couple of weeks of getting that into your body, you can then introduce the next item, which is going to be your evening primrose. And then again, whilst you're having the evening primrose and the starflower oil, make a note. Is there any difference in taking it? So you're just making a note so you know exactly what is working for what symptom, rather than taking all of them. And always make your notes. Track your journey. This is what we're doing, tracking our journey. Now it's good that you are taking that and it is working. Absolutely. I've never been, I've done a lot of research on HRT. Personally, for me, I just felt that it wasn't the route that I wanted to take. And I decided to just go the herbal remedies, the natural remedy route. And I've just been doing that ever since. And as I said, I've only got 3 of the symptoms. They were in double figures, my symptoms, and now they're gone. I've just found natural alternatives, like my itchy skin, itchy ears, itchy downstairs. Avocados got rid of that. As I ate the avocados, half an avocado for a consecutive 28 days, all the itching had totally gone. And I just have avocados in my diet now as an everyday thing. And even when I don't, I think a lot of my symptoms, my diet, changing my diet helped. Hi, Sarah. I had the HRT patch, but cause of sweats, it wouldn't stay on. Okay, yeah, black coash is on our list, actually. We've got a list of herbs and spices in the community that we share every so often. And black coash. But did you speak to your GP about the patches? Because someone else has, a few people have said that. I've heard a few people say that in the heat, particularly in the heat, that the patches wouldn't stay on. And someone did come up with a remedy for that. Did you speak to your GP about it? But black coash is definitely on our list of list of herbs and spices. And ashwagandha, yeah, I have that in my lion's mane latte. Actually, it's not got coffee in, interestingly enough. Okay, well, that's good they offered you an alternative. Okay, well, I hope it works for you. Well, the patches, I know you said that you was having an issue with the patches staying on. Did you find that they were working for you? That's good. They were. Yeah, ashwagandha is on our list as well. And this is the thing, isn't it? You just don't know until you start trying it. And sometimes you've got to kind of like increase the dosage as well. I know I was taking my evening primrose and starflower oil. That's one capsule that I take. It's a combination. And I also take the magnesium glycinate, and I was taking it in the afternoon or the evening, and it wasn't really effective for me anyway. So I decided to take it in the morning on an empty stomach, and they work so much better. Sometimes you just got to switch things up. It's all trial and error, absolutely trial and error. Welcome to the community, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Particularly if you're a newbie. If you're a newbie, do let me know. But yeah, definitely trial and error. Can I ask? Don't know if you can answer. Yeah, you can definitely ask questions. Go ahead, but I've been getting a lot of water. Okay. So that's on our list of symptoms under perimenopause and menopause. But do you know what? I say perimenopause, menopause. I'm going to keep bringing into postmenopause as well. UTIs, frequent UTIs are on the list of symptoms. And sometimes I just done a post about this today. It's interesting because sometimes they can be you can be misunderstood that your UTI is not menopause related. But always get it checked out. Have you been to see your GP? Hi from Paris. Welcome, bonjour. Ça va? Thank you for the likes. Oh, lovely. Do you know what? I used to be able to speak fluent French, read and write, but I haven't spoken it for so long. I think I've probably lost my confidence and I can pick things up. I'm learning Spanish at the moment, actually. Vagina estrogen can help with UTIs. Okay, yeah, I've heard that as well, CJ. Definitely. This is what I'm saying. When you go to see your GP, all this information okay, go armed with that information because, again, sometimes it may be that your GP has only had an hour of menopause training, which an hour isn't anything. You may need to present information to your GP, present research, present evidence, and hold it in front of them and saying, look, I've come across this information. It's from such and such. Always reliable sources. The Menopause Wellness Society, the British Menopause Society. There's also a Menopause Society as well in the US. They're going to have lots of information. Do not be afraid to take that information to your GP and share it with them because they just probably will appreciate it, because particularly if your GP has only had 1 hour of menopause training. Okay, unless your GP has decided that that's where they want to go, that route, they're not going to have more than an hour. So don't be afraid. It's okay to challenge your GP. Okay, when we're challenging, we don't have to be shouting and screaming. We can challenge. It's okay to challenge. Absolutely. If a GP says, this is what I'd like you to take, well, ask the question, why do you want me to take it? Yeah. Ça va très bien, merci. Yes. I can read. I can still read a bit of French, actually. Thank you for the follow, Sarah. I'm losing my English as you speak. Oh, you're losing your English. Oh, what was that for, CJ? Oh, was that for downstairs? I say downstairs. You know what I mean? Don't you say downstairs? Just a question with my menopause. I'm just learning to understand how symptoms are increasing. Okay. we've actually got a list now. I shared the list out, and the list is not to overwhelm you. It is just so you can understand that there are common symptoms. I'm happy to read the list out actually. There are common symptoms, but there are also uncommon symptoms. Your common symptoms for perimenopause are things like mood swings, hot flushes, brain fog. Those are the more common symptoms. But we've actually got a list of 90 symptoms for perimenopause and menopause. And I will add postmenopause into that. 90 symptoms. It's a lot. Good evening, Yasmin. Welcome, welcome. Good evening. Welcome to all the newbies. I'm really struggling with my weight. I've been joined gym being good. I'm stuck on the same weight. Okay, so Yasmin, what I would suggest is it's fantastic that you are going to the gym and moving. So congratulations for that. Fantastic, right? If you feel you are stuck on your weight, what I would say is, I don't know how you're working out, but are you going and doing the same routine in terms of your workout? Because I experienced the same thing as you're talking about. And what I done, and it changed, is looked at how I was eating. And also, every time I went to the gym, I would push myself a bit more. So give you an example. Let's say, I don't know, you spend 10 minutes on the treadmill. Kind of push yourself on the treadmill, do an extra 5 minutes and maybe add an incline to it. So do something slightly different. You've got to always try and change up your routine a little bit, because otherwise what happens, I noticed that this happened to me as well. I was going to the gym and I found that I started to kind of, my weight just started to plateau. I wasn't pushing myself. So I needed to just go and push myself a bit more and just change things up. Hi Sonia, how are you? Couch to 5k and weight sometimes, legs sometimes, arms. Oh, you're doing good. You are doing fantastic. It's been a month. Okay, do you know what I would say to you? Don't keep going. You are doing absolutely fantastic. Keep going. You know the thing, and I'm going to say this. You see, when you start working out, you're the last person to see the difference in your body. You know that. You are the last person to see the difference in your body. Keep on going. A month is fantastic. So if it's been 1 month, keep going. When you get to the second month, the third month, you're going to notice the difference. Do you notice a difference in your body at all? Hey, Yasmin. Hey, Sonia, how have you been? Hey, sweet apple. Good evening, all. Just laying down, having menopause feelings. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That lightheaded feeling is not nice, is it? When you get up and it feels like the room's spinning. Oh, it's not nice at all. Oh, good, thank you. You're well. I am very well. Thank you very much for asking, Sonia. It can take a long time. But you know what? When you want to lose weight, it is about consistency, isn't it? And everyone's got their own thing. No, I would never say 2 people do the same thing and they would lose the same amount of weight. It's different for everyone. Everyone's body is going to be different, react differently to it. I found, for me personally, I found that watching what I ate and pushing myself and you know what, I don't go to the gym anymore, to be honest with you. I do a workout at home. I just decided I'm not going to spend no more money in the gym. I work out at home, and I work out for an hour at home. It's about being consistent. Absolutely be consistent. A month is fantastic. Keep going, keep going. Absolutely keep going. That's good. You feel stronger. That's good. Absolutely fantastic. So there is a difference in, you by you going to the gym, there's been a difference in how you're feeling. That's where it starts. Keep going. Be consistent with what you're doing because you're doing fantastically. And I hope you're telling yourself this as well. We don't give ourselves enough praise, sometimes. See the positive in it. And you said that you're feeling stronger. Absolutely. That is fantastic. Just. Oh dear. Has that all started today, Sweet Apple? You haven't got a virus, have you? I'm sending well wishes. I hope you have a speedy recovery. Being ill is not nice. You're right. I do think the main thing is managing what you eat. Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. I mean, you have to be, you definitely have to manage what you eat. And if you've not done, I'm always talking about food diaries. If you've not done a food diary before, because sometimes when life is lifing, we just grab and go, or we just grab something to eat because we know we need to fuel our bodies. But we're actually not being mindful about what we're fueling our bodies with. So I always encourage menopause warriors to maybe consider a food diary. And that is over a period of 7 days. And the food diary, you're going to jot down every single thing that you have eaten. Okay, whether it's you've drunk something or you've had something to eat. Now, those little things that you've had a piece of, like if you had a nibble of a biscuit, you still need to jot that down. Because over a 7-day period, what you will then identify is exactly how you are eating. Because sometimes we don't actually realize, thank you for the heart, me. Sometimes we don't actually realize how we're eating because life is lifing, right? So if we jot everything down for over the next 7 days, and then on the 7th day, what you can do is have a look at it and just look out for any trends. You may identify that you are eating a lot of processed food. You may identify that you're eating a lot of foods with that are high in salt. You may identify that you're not drinking enough water or just having anything much to drink throughout the day. So this is why I encourage a 7-day food diary rather than a 5-day. And then once you look at it, then you can see, once you look at it and identify any trends, then you can make any changes you need to make. So think about having doing a food diary and see, because then it's actually, it may identify that you eat lots of sugar. Sometimes we just don't know, because we are just on the go all the time. And do we realize what we're eating? I cut sugar out of my diet years ago, and I noticed the difference within a week of doing that. It's a massive difference, because our body will react to, we done a live on menopause and sugar. Our body responds to sugar in a different way during this transition than when we were not going through this transition. You can catch up on it on our YouTube channel. It's on there. Completely different way. And everyone's body is different as well. Everyone's body is different. I've been having it now for the last couple of days. Oh, that's not good. There's a virus going around at the moment, isn't there? Oh, sending you well wishes. I hope you get well soon. Just a question with my menopause. I'm just learning. Okay. Hind, did you have is it Hind? I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Mama on call, thank you for the heart me. Good evening to you. I hope everyone had a good festive holiday. I know everyone doesn't may not celebrate Christmas, festive holiday. What's everyone doing for the new year? Yeah, sometimes we just got to look at what we're eating, because when you think about it, when we are our food, is it 80-20? 80% food, 20% exercise. But we are what we eat, right? Absolutely, we are what we eat. Everyone's diet is going to be different. That's why I stopped drinking wine now. It wasn't agreeing with me. CJ, that's interesting because I'm not a drinker anyway. But again, when you look at research, it talks about trying to reduce the amount of alcohol, the amount of caffeine. Your body will respond differently. But you know what's good? That you recognize that isn't working for you anymore. So you've kind of like stopped it, right? So good for you. Absolutely good for you. Our bodies will tell us, our bodies will indicate to us, right? And we really need to listen to our bodies. Absolutely do. Hein, what's so confusing? This menopause. Are you talking about the actual the menopause is confusing? Yeah, it can be. 1 week where, experiencing this symptom and then the next week something else comes along. It is absolutely, it can be overwhelming. Absolutely overwhelming. Thank you for the likes. We're on 5.5. Thank you for sharing the live. I'm going to get this, just my metabolism has completed. It will, yeah, absolutely, it will change. So because our hormones start to fluctuate and decline, and even when they are, even at the postmenopause stage, hormones start to stabilize, but they still can, even though they stabilize, they can still fluctuate. So again, this is why our bodies will, 1 week it's doing one thing, the next week is doing that. It can absolutely feel overwhelming. One week you may be okay to be eating something, and the next week your body's not gonna accept it. It is. It's like you're trying to get to know yourself all over again. It is absolutely like that. I don't know if anyone else feels like that. Do let me know if that's what you feel like. You're trying to get to know yourself over and over and over again because of these symptoms keep popping up all the time. Sometimes you just don't feel yourself. You feel like your body's been invaded. You don't feel yourself at all. Hi, Mercy. What can one use to balance hormones? So, there are different things you can do. So HRT is there. Please go and speak to your GP about HRT, hormone replacement therapy. I've got a list of food as well. There are certain foods. Now, when you are taking foods and any other supplements and things like that, it is not going to totally replace your hormones to what it was. Okay, if you look at the images, where it shows you, you know, in your 20s, your hormone levels are here. And as you get older, they start to decline, right? There are going to be things that you can take to top up what you have already, but it's never going to replace it to the maximum point that it was. I've got a list of foods. I'm going to get this list up now, actually, and I can show you some foods. I know some greens, vegetables, greens are on there. My list. Okay, I need to go and get my lists. I will go and get these lists for you, and I'll read some off of there, what you can do to top up. I have a list. I have lists of hormones, foods that can help. Let's reject. Foods that can help top up your hormones. I'm going to get the list for you. I know some things I can't think off the top of my head. But if you are wanting any of these lists, do let me know and I can send them to you. All I will need is your email address, but do not pop it in the chat here. Send me a DM afterwards and I can send it to you. Eventually I will put them on the website so they can just be downloaded rather than me emailing them to you. I'm getting around to that. Let me, here we go. Menopause. Oh, maybe not. Okay, maybe not on that one. Let me see my lists. I've got them on this phone, but I can't click off the phone. Bye, Sarah. Happy New Year to everyone who's going. Hope you have a good one. So food like soy food, and also green leafy vegetables, kale, broccoli. I've got a list here as well of foods that are going to be useful to be eating during the menopause. It will state the food, the benefit of it, and also the suggested amount to be eating. Weekly intake, it will suggest as well. And again, because everyone's body is different, it may be that you may have to take less than what it's suggesting, or you can increase what it's suggesting. It's going to be different for everyone. I know for me personally, when I like greens and spinach and things like that, but if I eat too much, my body won't be able to take it. Absolutely won't be able to take it. So it's about knowing your body. Do send me an email, send me a DM, and I can send you the information out, because I can't find it on here. I think it's on the phone that I'm talking on now. And I can't go into the phone to get the list. Actually, it might be on here. I'm just checking. But I can send you the list. Send me a DM. If you don't have your DMs open, you can go onto the page of the community and click on the email link and send me an email. And then I can send it out to you. I can send it out to you this evening. Okay, let me see. If I've missed anything. Yeah, sugar is, your body works different with this sugar. Yeah, sometimes you can, some women have said that they've put on weight, and some women have said that they've lost weight during this transition as well. But I would also suggest, go back to suggesting as well. Just look at how we are eating, our relationship with food, definitely. Because, you know, sometimes we can say, no, I don't eat that bad, actually. But when we actually document how we're eating, then we realize that we could be doing something different. Let me just check the messages. Okay. Let's see who's here. Hi, Roslyn. How are you? Haven't seen you for a while. Mind you, I've not been on here for a while. It's been a while. We're not doing, we're in the community, we're not doing scheduled lives anymore because a lot of things have changed for me. So I don't have the time, the capacity to do the scheduled lives 3 evenings a week. We used to do them 3 evenings a week. So now I'm doing impromptu lives and doing drop-ins. There are a couple of, we're having 2 menopause cafes opening up in next month. There's a lot going on. The website's up and running now, so you can have a look at the website now. But the website is up and running, and there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes. So I'm stretching myself thin at the moment. So that's why I've not been onto the regular scheduled lives. Yeah, I cannot locate this this list, but do send me a DM and I can send it over to you this evening. Definitely send it over to you this evening. Okay, how's everyone preparing for the new year? Are you doing anything in particular, or are you just relaxing? Just relaxing. Is anyone going out anywhere? I stopped going out for New Year's a long time ago. I'm probably sleeping by midnight. I'm telling you, I'll probably be sleeping by 9 o'clock, Naomi. Absolutely falling asleep. What's the time now? 9, coming up to 9. Does anyone have experiencing any symptoms that they are finding it a challenge to deal with? I watched the fireworks out the window. Yeah. Do you know what, CJ? I'll probably be sleeping by midnight. I'm telling you. I try and stay up to see the new year in, but I very rarely do. I will probably be sleeping. I'm telling you. So, yeah. Watching it out the window. Yeah, I think as you get older, I don't know, as I've gotten older, I just, I could stop dealing with it no more. Oh, bloating. Okay. And do you know, Mercy, this bloating, right? We talked about this on one of our lives. Why it happens, the estrogen and the progesterone, the decline in that and it fluctuating. And that can cause us putting bloating as well as putting on weight around the midriff area as well. I would go back to say, check what you're eating as well. Because I'm telling you, I tell you why as well. I had a menopause warrior talk to me about bloating, and one particular food that was causing it was rice. So she actually changed how she cooked her rice, because she used to put things in the rice to season it up, and she took those things away and it changed. So sometimes it may not be a food, it may be an ingredient as well. So this is why I'm saying what I always encourage about monitoring what you are eating. Not just the item, what you're eating, what's in it as well. How many of us actually check what is in our food, the ingredients in our food when we're buying it? I just use my Yuka app now. Every time I go and buy something, I will scan it first with my Yuka app. And if it's not coming up good or excellent, I don't get it. Hey, JC. Thank you. Yes, I've been away for a bit. And I've stopped doing the scheduled lives. I'm constantly bloated this whole. Yeah, sorry to hear about that. Definitely. Do you know what? If you've not done or never considered carrying out a diary for 7 days on what you are eating, because you might just identify what that one thing, it may be one thing, just for example, that is causing the bloating. It may be that one thing that's causing the bloating. Bloating is not nice, I'm telling you. I used to experience that. And I remember it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. And trying to sleep when you feel bloated. Oh, it's horrible. Yeah. What are you doing for it? Sonia, at the moment? Is that something that you are finding a challenge as well? I've tried apple cider vinegar. I've heard about that. I'm sure my husband's used that before, apple cider vinegar. I don't actually know if it worked for him, you know. I must ask him the question. Does it work? Did it work, JC? Hey, VW, how are you? Oh, CJ, I've had to have... And you know, this gluten-free as well. I tried gluten-free diet. I find it challenging, very challenging. It was just finding the food. It just, like, to me, it tasted cardboard. I don't know. I think you can buy it all different places, right? But yeah, it didn't taste great to me. But I did notice the difference on going gluten-free. Again, there's a post that in the community of gluten-free and menopause, and how the symptoms correlate. But yeah, sometimes you have to do things like that. Try gluten-free diet. Is that working? I found that the gluten-free diet worked for me as well, until I totally changed my the way I ate. But yeah, the gluten-free diet did absolutely help me when I first did it. I think it helps bloating. And that's good that you're identifying that, you know, if you've changed that, cut out gluten, has it helped with your bloating? I think that's what helped me, actually. Looking back, it was when I cut out gluten, had a gluten-free diet, my bloating disappeared. And then I decided to go back and start eating gluten, but then I changed my diet anyway. It is all about trial and error. Absolutely trial and error. You got to try different things, right? Yeah. The first thing I suggest, I'm going to go back and say it again. The first thing I'm going to suggest is check, do a diary of what you're eating, because it could well be it's the ingredient inside something that you're eating. I did change the bread to sourdough bread. Okay. Check as well. Check the sourdough. Do you use the Yuka app, Sonia? Do you know the Yuka app? It tells you, it gives you information on how good. It might tell you that it'll give you a rating for your food, and it's not just for food, actually. It's for household products. It's for, you can use it for makeup, skincare, everything. It will tell you, it'll tell you if it's good, bad, excellent, or poor. I didn't do that in that order. But it will also tell you the reasons why as well. If it's got a lot of salt in it, or okay, I'll put it in the chat. Let me see if I can comment on here. It's the Yucca. Now, I know I've just put it in the chat. I don't know if they're going to let me pin this. Okay, yeah, I've just pinned it now. I pronounce it Yucca. Someone else might pronounce it different. Yucca. I've also heard it pronounced Yucca. But yeah, I call it the Yucca app. So it's when you go onto your app store, you'll see it's a white white symbol, and it's got inside the white symbol, it looks like a carrot. It looks like a carrot, and that app is free, and you just scan everything. Everything you use, you scan it, and it will come up with that information for you. But yeah, definitely just keep trying. It's trial and error. Sometimes it's like going into the health food store, right? Not everything in the health food store is going to be healthy. It absolutely isn't. When I went to look for the lion's mane for my brain fog, that's what I use for my brain fog, lion's mane. And I ended up purchasing lion's mane tea bags because everything that came up on the app wasn't good. It was just the tea bags. Oh, and the latte. That was it. But the powder form, the tablets, the capsules, didn't come up good at all. Hi, Health is Wealth. How are you? Oh, that's good. Thank you for sharing that. I will take a look. Thank you. You're welcome. Sometimes I use Yucca. Yeah, I'm telling you. Listen, you see, I don't do anything without that app. I will go in the store. It takes me a bit longer to do my little shop, but I will go in the store and I would scan every single thing. I can see people staring at me, but I'm scanning. I'm going to scan because I want to know what's going on. They particularly don't like it when I scan lots of things and then walk out the shop with nothing, because it just they just don't have anything that's good diet. So I just don't get it. It's a bit more expensive, but worth a try. And you know what? Health is wealth. Sometimes health is wealth. It says it, right? Sometimes you get what you pay for, isn't it? You absolutely get what you pay for. But do your research, do your due diligence. Just because it says it's good, check it out. You want to know why, what the benefits are. It's on Play Store. Thank you. Yeah, so I just use the Yucca app, me. I'm interested to do lion's mane, but don't like the tea. Okay, so JC, you can get it in different forms. So there is, when I went to do the research, I used the lion's mane tea bag. There's also powder, there's capsules, there's tablets. I'm sure I saw jellies there. Did I see gummies, or was that something else? And this is what I'm saying. You may have to just kind of like just try something that's going to work for you if you don't like the tea. Even when I started using magnesium, I started taking it as a powder form. The powder form didn't work for me. It gave me such a headache. Within an hour of taking the powder, it gave me a headache. So I stopped taking it. I kind of was like a bit pushed away from it and said, no, I don't want to take that. That's giving me a headache. And I even thought, okay, let me try it again the next day after day one of having a headache. Again, just headache again. So I now take the capsules. They're fine for me. So it is absolutely trial and error. So if one format doesn't work for you, you might need to try a different format. But do your research. Do your research. Just ensure you do your due diligence. Particularly if you have a health condition or you're on medication, long-term medication, you may need to go and speak to your GP. I would recommend you go and speak to your GP before taking anything new, because what you don't want to do is start taking something new and it has an impact on your medication or your health condition that you have, your existing health condition. So always just go and get some advice, whether it's from your GP or the pharmacist. Pharmacists are quite good now. You can go and speak to them about your medication and ailments, and they may be able to recommend something to you. They even have a back to the lion's mane. They even have a lion's mane latte. Now, when I saw the latte, I thought, I'm not a coffee drinker personally, so I thought straight away that no, I'm not going to drink that because I don't like coffee. However, when I read the ingredients, there's ashwagandha in there, lion's mane. There is 3 other things as well. There's 5 ingredients in there. But yeah, so there's no latte, there's no coffee in there. But yeah, just go and just do some research. And sometimes, you know what, it does take a while to actually find what works for you. It sometimes can take a while. So don't get me wrong, some people will go and find something straight away that works for them. But if you do not find something that works for you straight away, I would say just keep going. Don't give up on it, because there's definitely going to be something out there for you. You know, and whatever route you decide to take, don't be embarrassed about it either. That's your decision to take that. It's your journey. Your journey is, you know, whatever you decide to help you navigate through your journey, then that's for you. Don't let anyone else tell you anything different. Is anyone using a menopause wellness kit? Does anyone use a menopause wellness kit or have a menopause wellness kit? This isn't anything fancy, okay? Your menopause wellness kit is items that are supporting you to navigate through your day. So in my menopause wellness kit, what have I got in my menopause wellness kit? At the moment, I've got handheld fans. Notice, fans. One just in case of backup. I have handheld fans. I have tissues. I also have allergen wipes, because sometimes, particularly in this cold weather, my eyes will start streaming. So rather than rubbing them, I take the allergen wipes. So have allergen wipes as well. So those are the things that are in my menopause wellness kit. They're just items that support me to navigate through my day. So someone who is navigating through perimenopause, it may be that they have sanitary products. It could be a stress ball in on their person or in their bags. So it's nothing fancy in terms of a kit, like, you know, it's not a first aid kit, but it's just items that are on your person that will support you through your day. You probably have them anyway, but I just give it that name, a menopause wellness kit, whatever is helping you. Thank you for the follow. So those of you who are new to the community and don't know who I am, I'm Jackie. I am a menopause wellness practitioner, as well as a menopause wellness nutrition and weight loss management practitioner. I set up the menopause wellness community at the beginning of this year, actually. And my reasons for setting it up is because I had a lonely journey navigating through my perimenopause, and I wasn't listened to by my GP. I was sent away twice, and then the third time when I went back was the last time I went back. And what I done, it pushed me, I suppose it encouraged me to go and do a bit more research on the menopause, and also go and educate myself on the menopause again. And this is how I became, it wasn't a decision I decided to wake up and say one day, oh, I want to do this. But yeah, I was kind of pushed towards it in terms of my journey. And so, yeah, the Menopause Wellness community is here as a safe space for those who are navigating through their journey and those who are about to embark on their journey, who want to be educated. And it's all about educating and being aware of what this journey is, can be like if you're about to embark on. And this is, in the loosest possible term, can be, okay, because one size does not fit all. These are some things that you may experience. So it's about just having that education around the journey and our bodies, getting to know our bodies, what our bodies are doing during this time, knowing the stages of menopause as well. That's the perimenopause, menopause, and then postmenopause. One question I get asked a lot of the time is, when does the menopause stop? It doesn't just stop just like that. It's not going to happen one day that, we wake up and it's gone completely. It doesn't automatically disappear. Even when we're in postmenopause, if you research postmenopause, it will say it's the end of the menopause. And again, we take that in the loosest possible terms, because reading that it's the end of the menopause, we can then presume that there's no more menopause. But what happens is our hormones start to stabilize. However, even though when they're at the stabilized point, they can still fluctuate. This is postmenopause. And in postmenopause, what happens, because the stabilizing and the fluctuating, our symptoms can then start to decrease. Some symptoms can go away. As I said, I'm in postmenopause. I've been in postmenopause 6 years now, and my double figures in symptoms are no longer double figures. I only have 3 symptoms. Postmenopause and still experiencing symptoms. Yeah, absolutely. And this is the thing, when does it stop? This is one of the things when I met this lady when I was away for a couple of days last week. And I spoke to a lady in her 70s, and she talked about her UTIs to me, amongst other things. She didn't just randomly come up to me and speak to her about UTIs, but amongst other, we got talking, and she spoke about that her GP keeps giving her medication, and it's not helping. And I couldn't help but think that this woman in her 70s is actually what needs to be considered is postmenopause rather than UTIs. Yeah, it's kind of this missed, not so much the lost generation, but yeah, because a lot of the time you will get even menopausal women saying that, oh no, I'm past the menopause now, I've finished with that now. Well, actually, have you finished with it? Have you actually finished with it? Because it doesn't just disappear like that. Still, yeah, it's postmenopause before menopause. Hi, sunshine. No, we've got perimenopause. After perimenopause is menopause. Menopause is 1 day. And then after that 1 day of menopause, you have postmenopause. And postmenopause is for the rest of your life. Yeah, perimenopause generally starts around 45 to 55. The age is 45 to 55. And typically in the UK and the US, it's 51. Perimenopause, it states, research shows 4 to 8 years, but it can be longer. My perimenopause was 10 years. Some women may experience perimenopause for longer than 10 years. Everyone's going to be different. And then once you go through perimenopause, thereafter your menopause. Menopause is 12 consecutive months of no menstrual cycle. The day after that 12th month is menopause. That is the one day. That is your menopause. And then the day after is your postmenopause. I've been postmenopause for 3 years. Health as wealth. Have you noticed, since being in postmenopause, have you noticed a difference in your symptoms? Have they calmed down? Have you got any? Have you experienced? Are you experiencing any new symptoms? Because I noticed once I hit my postmenopause. At first, I must admit though, at first when I hit postmenopause, my symptoms were all over the place. But I really, looking back now, I really feel that it was my diet that needed to be sorted out. Personally, for me, I just needed to look at how I ate. And I really ate badly. I did. I ate chocolate every day. I was eating lots of chocolate. My sugar levels was probably hitting the roof. My diet was awful. So I had to change my diet. And I've noticed differently. Significantly. Yes, it depends on if I'm stressed. Okay. And stress comes up a lot, right? I mentioned one of those factors that we sometimes need to consider is, stress is one of them. Stress management, the food, movement, exercise, genetics could take being as a factor as well. Definitely. Well, that's good that you know as well. Advice from them. And this is the thing. When you're going to see your GP, you may have to talk to them and say to them, this is what I need. This is what I feel will help me. Because, go armed with your information to GPs. Definitely. Stress and poor diet. Yeah, absolutely. Health is wealth. They're the they're two of those factors that I mentioned, isn't it? The stress management and your diet. Absolutely. And we've got to move. We've got to keep our body moving as well. Our body just wants to, our body appreciates when we move rather than being still all the time. This is why if we're sitting there for hours on end, you might get up and you feel, my back's aching or my legs are aching. We need to move. Our body needs movement. Absolutely. You say, health is wealth. Exactly what it says in your name. Health is wealth. Any recommended supplement, please? Okay. Again, for me to recommend, it's really difficult because it's this trial and error. I've got a list of supplements that I can share with you, and on there is things like evening primrose, also black, someone mentioned it earlier on, black coash is on there, ashwagandha's on there, what is that Chinese herb as well? Is it Dong Quai? I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. So the list again will give you the herbs and spices, or what the benefits are and the recommended dosage again. That's it. Thank you. I did say Dong Quai, yeah? I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Yeah. Yeah, so many, yeah. There are so many. And for me to say, go and try this, that would be wrong of me, because what works for me may not work for you. So it's a trial and error, Mercy. I'm happy to share a list with you. Do DM me or send an email to me. You can go into the community page, go onto the community page and click on the email link. It opens up the email, and I'll get the email. Send me an email and just say, can I have the list of herbs and spices supplements? I have actually got a supplement list as well. I've got a food list as well. And again, this is a guide for you. Absolutely guide for you. You can just use it as a guide and have a look and say, oh no, I wouldn't have that. Just use it as a guide. Yeah, this is the thing. You know what? If we had one magic capsule that we could all take and it would just get rid of every single symptom we have, I tell you, we'll probably be millionaires, wouldn't we? Probably be millionaires. But yeah, there's not one magic formula. Everyone's going to be different, and I kind of feel that it's going to be trial and error for you to find your magic formula. I remember looking back, it took me such a long time to find out actually what works for me. But being consistent and just making a note of how it is helping you when you take it, rather than just take it and think, oh yeah, I'll see if this works. Just see exactly how it's working, because you may be a combination of things that you take. Maybe just one thing, it may be a combination of things. But always do your tracking. Absolutely do your tracking. Yes, yeah, love that. Listen to your body. Listen, if your body is telling you to rest. You have to listen to your body. Our bodies will give us signals, right? This is why when we feel in pain, any aches or pains, that is our body telling us something. And for some reason, sometimes we don't listen to what our body's telling us. We need to listen to our body. Absolutely need to listen to our body. Oh my, sorry, I feel tired. Now I'm listening to my body. I feel tired. I could go sleep right now. I'm usually in bed about 9:30, 10 o'clock as well. Absolutely listen to your body. So important. And do you know what as well? I would say that we, as well as not accepting that these symptoms are because of menopause, perimenopause, menopause, or postmenopause, because it may be something else. So many times I've heard within the community someone mentioning that they were experiencing this symptom, like, for example, migraines. They was experiencing migraines, and actually they accepted that migraines was part of perimenopause, menopause. Actually, it was something completely different. So what I'm saying, if you are listening to your body and you're concerned about something, something doesn't feel right, go and speak to the GP. Speak to your GP. Of course I can, Rosalind. I think I've got your email, because I've sent you a list before, haven't I? I know I've put together, I think, 2 or 3 new lists. One of them is supplements. I can't remember the other 2. I cannot remember the other 2 lists that I put together. Eventually, I will have all these lists on the website. So the website's finished now. It's up and running. And I will have them downloadable on the website. Yes, you do have my email. Yes. Remind me what list you would like. Because I'm going to forget. Just let me know what list you would like, or send me an email and say, Jackie, can you send me this list? And I'll send it over to you. Because my brain. Do you know what happened to me as well? Whilst I was away, I didn't take any lion's mane at all. I didn't take lion's mane with me. I'm a bit apprehensive about traveling with, I can hear my husband with the football. I'm a bit apprehensive about traveling with all my supplements and things like that. I'm really mindful because I don't want them touching it up and thinking it's something that it shouldn't be. So I always put them in a little tub, or I will just buy a brand new tub and just not open it until I arrive where I am. But I didn't travel with my lion's mane tea. And for the 10 days that I was away, I noticed the difference. My thinking was just all over the place. My sentences was just like lost in the moment. It was completely different. So the lion's mane really helped me. It really does help me, the lion's mane tea. I always drink one lion's mane tea bag every day, and I'm considering drinking it twice a day, one in the morning, one in the evening, or just twice a day, to see if it helps even more. Yeah, but Rosalind, let me know which list you would like, and I will definitely send it over to you. Yeah, so I'm going to be going soon. My eyes are just feeling so tired. Drinking a litre of water helps with a pinch of... Oh, yeah, the Celtic salt is supposed to be good, isn't it? I had a discussion about that. Yeah, that's supposed to be good. But as much water as you can drink, right? When I first started drinking water, I couldn't drink lots of water. My body wouldn't... I wasn't used to doing that. But now I can drink lots of water. I do drink a pint of water in the morning, as long as I'm not leaving the house. Because when I drink a pint of water, if I'm driving, by the time I'm halfway down my journey, then I need to just stop. Good hydration. You're absolutely right. It's important to keep hydrated. It's so important to keep hydrated. I know if I'm not hydrated, I get muscle cramps, particularly in my calves. That's what will happen to me. You have sent me symptoms list before, so any other list that you have? Oh, okay. All right, I will definitely do that, because there are a lot of lists there. A lot of lists, and I don't want it to be overwhelming, but I will send you the rest of them. And if I duplicate any, apologies now. All right then, Sonia. Happy New Year to you as well. I'll probably hopefully see you in the new year. Thank you. I want to try something different with my diet. What? What do you want to try different? And this is it, let's not be afraid to try something different. If something that you're doing and you're being consistent with it is not working for you, hey, let's try something different, right? Because trying something different may just be the thing that you needed. Be confident to just try something different. Good night, Sonia. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, MC. It has been a while, yeah. I've been away and then I came back and I had to go. Thank you for the heart, me. I had to go away for actually my friend took me away for my birthday. It was my birthday on the 10th of December and I was away for my birthday, and then I came back and then my friend took me away for a belated birthday present. So yeah, I haven't been on here for a while, but I don't do scheduled lives anymore, because there's a lot of things that's changed. So this is why I'm not on as often as I used to be. But when I am on, I will be on for like 2-3 hours, doing impromptu lives, doing the menopause drop-ins. Yes, thank you very much, MC. Yeah, I went to Mauritius. Yeah, I went to Mauritius for my birthday. My husband's, thank you, JC. My husband's birthday is 2 days after my birthday, so we have joint birthdays. Well, 2 days apart anyway. So I get to kind of do celebrations twice. It's not been on here for ages either. Tech detox. Oh yeah, do you know what? That's a good thing though, MC. You know, that's not a bad thing. Sometimes we just need a detox of things like this, right? Absolutely. Maybe change the way I mean, maybe try to. Okay, well, Roslyn, you can do that. Absolutely. What works for you? Whatever works for you. Yeah. I'm telling you, I noticed someone mentioned about the gluten-free diet earlier on, just cutting gluten out completely. I noticed my bloating disappeared after cutting out gluten out of my diet. Do I eat gluten now? Yes, I do. But then what I've done is totally changed the way I eat. Totally changed the way I eat. So I don't, touch wood, I don't get bloated stomach anymore. I loved it and it encouraged me to get there. Oh, that's good. That is absolutely good to hear. Yeah, so the community will still be here. I will still be doing drop-ins, but they just won't be on a Tuesday, Thursday and a Sunday anymore. They're just going to be as and when, because we've got a couple of community menopause cafes opening up. One is in Wales and one's going to be in Kent, and they're starting next month. So there's a lot going on. Yeah, there's a lot going on at the moment. So we will be having I'd still do a lot of posts. I will post in the community. And then, as I said, I will eventually have all the lists downloadable on the website, because the website's up and running now. And I'm still uploading all the lives that has been done onto our YouTube channel as well. Okay, so who's doing anything fun for the new year? You know, the only fun thing I'm going to be doing is sleeping. That's it. I'm not even going to be waiting until midnight, because that's not helping me. Super exciting times. Yeah, it is. It's really, MC is so exciting. And you know, as well as the menopause cafes opening up next month, I'm also working with some employers, local authorities, in starting their menopause cafes as well. So there's a lot of things happening. Please email. No, that's not the email, Mercy. I'll pop it in the chat. That's our handle. That was it. This email. I'll pop it in here. If you miss this, it is also on the page. Do you know what? I'm going to check that. Do you know? My brain. It's bedtime for me, I think. Community. I'm just going to check that. Gmail. He. You know when you just totally forget, that's it, yeah. I think that's .co.uk. I think. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? I've forgotten the email address. My lord. Listen. This is not good, you know. Please, anyone can type that. Yeah, I'm gonna type it for you. I'm just making sure I've got the right one. Absolutely making sure I've got the right one for you. .co.uk. Oh, you see that? Good thing I checked, you know. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. It's there. That is the email. Menopause Wellness Community at gmail.com. Listen. How did I forget that? Listen, you see this brain? I'm telling you. I'm going to go and drink my lion's mane tea before I go to bed. Hey, Lady B, good evening to you. How are you? Good to see you. I think I need a lion's mane tea. That's what I need. Yeah, but if you've missed the email, if you go onto the profile page, there's a link there. And you can click on the link and it'll open up the email for you. You're welcome, Mercy. I needed to give you the right one, right? So this is what I had to check. And I just had a moment of a disconnect with the end of it there. I just needed to reconnect to it. Yeah, but send me an email and I'll reply back to you. I will reply back to you this evening. Okay, listen. I need to go and get some lion's mane tea. I really do. So, Queens, if you are going to have, I don't even know if I'm going to be on here. What's today? The 30th, right? It's the 30th today, yes. So tomorrow is New Year's Eve. Yeah, I don't even think I'm going to be on here for the next 2 days. I will be posting. I'll be posting some messages, doing some posts. But I probably won't see you until the new year now. But if I don't see you, I wish you a fantastic new year. And I hope for you, what do I hope for you? I hope that you can embrace your menopause journey better than you embraced it before. And I hope that you, I wish for you good health, happiness, because you see, with health and happiness comes everything else, right? But also, I wish that you are able to put yourself first and give yourself the self-care that you actually need. Have an amazing, thank you. Listen, I'm going to be sleeping. I'm telling you, I'm absolutely going to be sleeping. So yes, thank you very much. I don't even think I'm going to make it to midnight. I'm going to fall asleep. I guarantee you I'm going to fall asleep before the midnight. So I probably won't even hear the fireworks. Probably will, actually. I'm not that heavy sleeper. Same to you. I wish you a wonderful health. Yeah, thank you very much. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Really sorry to hear that. My thoughts are with you and your family. It's never easy, is it? Do you know? That is something that is so can be challenging sometimes. Just there's never no words to that you can say to anyone that will make them feel any better when they're dealing with loss. Is it? You just don't know what to say. I never know what to say because I think what can I say to make that person feel better than they're feeling? If there isn't, is there? There isn't at all. Hey, Just Empress. Hey, Just Empress is in the house. We're just doing like a drop in. We're just chatting, and my brain's just like going to sleep right now. Seriously, going to sleep. Yeah, well, I've been on here since just before 8 o'clock. I came on, so it's been a couple of hours, right? Yeah, a couple of hours. Listen, my brain can't even do the maths tonight, Tara. What is going on? My brain is not mathing. Can you hear the shouting? My husband watching the football downstairs, and I can hear him all the way up here. His team obviously scored. Oh, do you know? I find that I can never know what to say. Words of comfort, it's really sad because you just never know what to say. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm sorry that, you've experienced that, and yeah, thoughts and prayers go out to you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Just Empress, what are you doing for the New Year's? You doing anything exciting? I'm going to be sleeping, I'm telling you. I'm absolutely going to be sleeping. Okay. See, I can see an email come through. I'll get that sorted out. Oh. Oh dear. Okay. Staying home in my PJs. Yes, I think I might do that one. Do you know what's interesting? That everyone says, what you doing for the New Year's? What's your New Year's resolution? Does anyone do New Year's resolutions? I don't. I don't do them personally because I just think, why are we waiting for the new year to do it? What's the point of that? These are things that you can do anytime, right? Why have you got to make it for the new year? I don't know. Do people even still do these things? Sleep more is mine. Yes, good. Good. Do what you need, isn't it? I tell you, I ended on two mottos. Oh, what was the first motto? Do life your way. Absolutely do life your way. That's when I started cleaning my house over 3-4 days rather than 5 hours in the day. I'm doing life my way. Who said I've got to clean my house in 4 to 5 hours? Who said it's got to be done that way? It's not working for me. So I'm just doing life my way. And the second motto, actually, shared with a friend the other day. Remember, every moment in life, treat it as an opportunity. Create an opportunity in that moment for yourself. That's what we're going to do out here. This is exactly what we're going to do out here. Every moment in your life is an opportunity, and we're going to create an opportunity. Let's not wait for opportunities to knock on our door. Let's create them. Sad thing is only 55. Oh, sorry to hear that. Really sorry to hear that. Oh, really sorry to hear that. Oh, right, queens. Queens on top of queens on top of queens. I think I'm going to go and I'm going to have a lion's mane tea before I get myself ready for bed. And I'm going to just, have a lion's mane tea before I get ready for bed. I'm going to just go through all again, like I always do. I'm going to go through all the comments just in case I've missed anyone's comments. I can only respond to your comment or question if your DMs are opened. If your DMs are not open, don't worry. That means I just won't be able to respond to you. That's all. So I'm going to do that. Oh, but I'm always going to end the live the same way I always end the lives, right? Absolutely, queens. Listen, queens. Be the queens that you are. Yeah? Please add the picture of the tea. Oh, it's the lion's mane tea that what you talking about, the lion's mane tea. The lion's mane tea, it's the Happy Buddha. The Happy Buddha. That's the one I use. But remember, I can't add the picture. Oh yeah, did you send me an email? I'll send it in the email. Was that you that sent me the email? I forget what I was going to say. See, I chat so damn much. I forget what I was going to say. Listen, this is it. Okay, yeah. I'm going to send you the picture of it. I will. So this is the 2 ways I always end the live. The first way, I send a virtual hug to everyone. Sending a virtual hug to everyone. And the second way is that just to remind you that you are not alone. Okay? So if you feel alone after I end the live, please reach out to someone that you trust, someone that will listen, someone that will understand you. If not me, someone else. Yeah, I will definitely. You're welcome. So, queens, beautiful queens, I will see you in the new year, but have a blessed evening. And do you know what? I just wished the best for you for the new year. Absolutely wished the best for the new year. I will be sleeping, definitely. I'm not going to see the New Year's. I'm going to be sleeping. Thank you and good night. Absolutely. But stay blessed, everyone. I will see you in 2026. Bye, queens.